camera, action.
Coal black horses, and she said, "My son, there is one who defies your power and mine. Quick, take up your darts. Send an arrow into the breast of that dark monarch. Let him too feel the pangs of love. Why should he alone escape them?" At his mother's words, Aris leaped lightly to his feet. He chose from his quiver his sharpest and truest arrow, fitted it to his bow, drew the string, and shot straight into Pluto's heart. The grim king had seen fair maids enough in the gloomy underworld over which he ruled, but never had his heart been touched. Now, an unaccustomed warmth stole through his veins. His stern eyes softened. Before him was a blossoming valley, and along its edge a charming girl was gathering flowers. She was Persephone, daughter of Demeter, goddess of the harvest. She had strayed from her companions, and now that her basket overflowed with blossoms, she was filling her apron with lilies and violets.
Hey, I don't want to be
The
in your
god
apron.
looked at Persephone and loved her at
Colton wants
once.
to be in your apron.
With one sweep of his arm, he caught her up and drove swiftly away. "Mother!" she screamed while the flowers fell from her apron and strewed the ground. "Mother!" And she called on her companions by name, but already they were out of sight. So fast did Pluto urge the horses on. In a few moments, they were at the river Cyane. Persephone struggled. Her loosened girdle fell to the ground, but the god held her tight. He struck the bank with his trident. The earth opened, and darkness swallowed them all. Horses, chariots, Pluto, and weeping Persephone. From end to end of the earth, Demeter sought her daughter, but none could tell her where Persephone was. She stood by the river Cyane, where Pluto had cleft the earth and gone down into his own dominions. Now a river nymph had seen him carry off his prize. She wanted to tell Demeter where her daughter was.
Hi,
Here,
Keely.
Pluto kept her dumb. Yet she had picked up the girdle Persephone had dropped, and this the nymph wafted on the wings to the feet of Demeter. The goddess knew then that her daughter was gone indeed, but she did not suspect Pluto of carrying her off. She laid the blame on the innocent land. "Ungrateful soil," she said. "I made you fertile. I clothed you in grass and nourishing grain, and this is how you reward me. No more shall you enjoy my favors." That year was the most cruel mankind had ever known. Nothing prospered. Nothing grew. The cattle died. The seed would not
We
come
know your
up.
babysitter's been
Men
since
and
you were a
oxen
child.
toiled in
I'm
vain.
my own babysitter.
There was too much sun. There was too
Let me
much
know.
rain. Thistles and weeds were the only things that grew. It seemed that all mankind would die of hunger. "This cannot go on," said mighty Zeus. "I see that I must intervene." And one by one, he sent the gods and goddesses to plead with Demeter. But she had the same answer for all. "Not till I see my daughter shall the earth bear fruit again."
You're on your period?
Zeus, of course, knew
I'm on
well
my
where
period.
Persephone was. He did not like to take from his brother the one joyful thing in his life, but he saw that he must, if the race of man was to be preserved. So he called Hermes to him and said, "Descend to the underworld, my son. Bid Pluto release his bride, provided she has not tasted food in the realm of the dead. She may return to her mother forever." Down sped Hermes on his winged feet, and there in the dim palace of the king, he found Persephone by Pluto's side.
Going.
She was pale and joyless. Not all the glittering treasures of the underworld eyes sparkled, for she knew that Pluto would not dare to disobey his brother's command. She sprang up, ready to go at once. Only only one thing troubled her. That she could not leave the underworld forever. For she had accepted a pomegranate from Pluto
Go crazy.
and sucked the sweet pulp from 4 of the seeds.
Go crazy.
With a heavy heart,
Go
Pluto made ready his golden
insane.
car. He
Go
helped
bonkers.
Persephone in while Hermes took up the reins. Dear wife, said the king, and his voice trembled as he spoke. Think kindly of me, I pray you, for I love you truly. It will be lonely here these 8 months you are away. And if you think mine is a gloomy path to return to, at least remember that your husband is great among the immortals. So fare you well, and get your fill of flowers. Straight to the temple of Demeter and Eleusis, Hermes drove the black horses. The goddess heard the chariot wheels, and as a deer bound...
Go to school. You don't want to. Coulson. Coulson's gonna try stuff.
No, he's not.
Yes, he's
Dear God.
Listen, no, he's gonna try. Really, listen. He's gonna try, then I'm gonna laugh, and he's gonna try to hurt me.